Hello TSAT viewers. In the continuous process of engineering education, today we are going to discuss about civil engineering. దేశ ప్రగతిలో పారిశ్రామిక రంగంలో లేకపోతే ఒక విద్యార్థి లైఫ్ టర్నింగ్ ప్రాసెస్లో సివిల్ ఇంజనీర్ యొక్క ప్రాధాన్యత చాలా ప్రాముఖ్యత ఉంది. సో మనము అంటే గ్లోబలైజేషన్ కారణంగా దాదాపు అన్ని రంగాలలో ఆధునిక పరివర్తన చాలా వేగంగా పుంజుకుంటుంది. సో ఆ క్రమంలో సివిల్ ఇంజనీర్ యొక్క ప్రాధాన్యత గతంలో చూసినా లేకపోతే పూర్వకాలంలో చూసినా ఇది పురాతనమైన బ్రాంచ్ అయినప్పటికీ ఇప్పటికి కూడా నూతన బ్రాంచ్ లాగానే కొత్త బ్రాంచ్ లాగానే ఎప్పటికప్పుడు కొత్త అవకాశాలను సృష్టించుకుంటూ ముందుకు పోతుంది. సో సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ నిర్మాణ రంగం అది నెవర్ స్టాప్. ఏ రంగమైనా కుదేలు కావచ్చు, కానీ నిర్మాణ రంగం అనేది ఆగదు. సో నిర్మాణ రంగంలో కానీ పారిశ్రామిక రంగంలో కానీ పెద్ద పెద్ద స్కై స్కాపర్స్ కానీ రైల్వేలలో కానీ ఆర్ ఎనీ అదర్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ప్రొవైడ్లో కానీ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్లో కానీ బిల్డింగ్స్ అండ్ డ్యామ్స్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్లో కానీ సివిల్ ఇంజనీర్ల యొక్క ప్రాధాన్యత వెలకట్టలేనిది. సో చిన్న జాబ్ నుంచి అంటే ఒక డిప్లొమా చేసిన వ్యక్తి నుండి ఒక హయ్యర్ స్టడీ చేసిన వ్యక్తి వరకు ప్రతి అంచెలంచెలుగా జాబ్ రోల్ను సాటిస్ఫై చేయగలుగుతుంది. అంటే ఏ ఫీల్డ్ తీసుకున్నా ఏ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ తీసుకున్నా ఆ ఎడ్యుకేషన్కి సూటబుల్ జాబ్స్ సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్లో అవైలబుల్ ఉంటాయి. అందుకే సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ చేసిన వ్యక్తి ఎవరు ఖాళీగా ఉండరు. దాదాపు ఏదో ఒక పని చేసుకుంటూ సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్లో సెట్ అయిపోతారు. సో ద సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ డిమాండ్ ఈజ్ స్టిల్ మోర్. అండ్ సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్లో చేయాల్సిన విద్యార్థికి కనీస అర్హతలు ఏంటి అంటే బేసిక్గా వాళ్ళు చూజ్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడు వాళ్ళకు ఉండాల్సిన అర్హతలు ఏంటి, వాళ్ళు ఏ ప్రాధాన్యతలో సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ని ఎన్నుకోవచ్చు, ఏ విధమైన ఆపర్చునిటీ సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్లో ఉన్నాయి, ఏ విధమైన సిలబస్ కవరేజ్ దీంట్లో ఉంది, ఒక విద్యార్థి ఏ విధంగా చదవగలుగుతాడు, అదేవిధంగా ఎలాంటి ల్యాబొరేటరికల్ పెర్ఫార్మెన్స్ స్టూడెంట్ చేయగలిగి ఉంటుంది, ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ మీద పట్టు సాధించగలిగితే విద్యార్థి రాణించగలడు, లేకపోతే ఏ సిలబస్లో ఉన్న కరికులంలో ఉన్న నాలెడ్జ్తో పాటు అదనపు నాలెడ్జ్ని ఏ విధంగా సంపాదించుకోవాలి. సో ఇలాంటి అంశాలన్నీ ఈరోజు మనం చర్చించుకుందాము. సో సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఈజ్ ద మోస్ట్ ప్రామినెంట్ బ్రాంచ్. అండ్ దీంట్లోకి రావాలంటే దాదాపు ఇంటర్మీడియట్లో పిల్లలందరూ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్లో ఆల్జిబ్రా, ఫిజిక్స్లో కైనమెటిక్స్, కెమిస్ట్రీలో కెమిస్ట్రీ సబ్జెక్ట్ మీద అవగాహన, సో ఆల్జిబ్రా కానీ డిఫరెన్షియల్ క్యాలిక్యులస్ కానీ ఇలాంటి సబ్జెక్టుల మీద పట్టు ఉంటే సివిల్ బ్రాంచ్ని ఎంచుకోవచ్చు. మరి ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అనేది చాలా ఆసక్తి, అభిరుచి, ఆ టేస్ట్ ఉండాలి క్యాండిడేట్కి. అంటే సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ చేద్దాము, సర్వీస్ ఇద్దాము సొసైటీకి, సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ చేసి సర్వీస్ చేద్దాము సొసైటీకి అనే భావన ఉన్న వాళ్ళు సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఎన్నుకోవచ్చు. అంటే ఎప్పుడు ప్రజా సంబంధాలకు అనుగుణంగా ఉండే బ్రాంచ్, ప్రజలతో మమేకమై చేసే ఉద్యోగం, ప్రజలతోటి అనుసంధానంగా నడిచే బ్రాంచ్, అంటే పబ్లిక్ రిలేషన్స్ ఉన్న బ్రాంచ్ ఏదంటే ఉందంటే సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ బ్రాంచ్. అంటే మెజారిటీ ఆఫ్ ద ఫంక్షన్స్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ ఇన్ పబ్లిక్ రిలేషన్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ ఇన్ సివిల్ బ్రాంచ్ ఓన్లీ. లెట్ వి సీ ద సివిల్ బ్రాంచ్ స్ట్రక్చర్ అండ్ సిలబస్ అండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ఇట్స్ స్కోప్ అండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద వేరియస్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్. సో యాజ్ వి డిస్కస్డ్, సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ప్లేస్ అంటే మెజారిటీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ రోల్ ఫర్ డిజైనింగ్ infrastructure or making a country proud and making a country strong enough to infrastructure wise and making a country in all sectors it is strong, like railways, metros and underground bridges like apartments, airports, harbors. Not only one, everything is happened because of civil engineering, right? So lively, happy and healthy, wealthy. So everywhere civil engineer required. So there is a loss whose demand is there. The main focus of civil engineering is to service to the nation. So like courses are available in IITs and universities and colleges. If you go to the premier institutes, IITs and NITs, we can go for the IIT JEE, or if you want to enter into the state courses, go for the MCET exams, and through the MCET you can admit. So what is civil engineering? Generally we can observe. So like civil engineering is available in everywhere, like structural engineering, water engineering, waste material management, and foundation for engineering, among many fields. So it's the oldest branch next to military application, like engineering in purpose of civil engineering, mechanical, electrical and electronics. And it is a professional discipline, deals with the analysis of design, construction and maintenance of the infrastructure, facilities, buildings, bridges, dams and roads, etc. So constructions are against nature. So application physical, mathematical, scientific principles, civilization. So like these are the history. So disciplines in civil engineering law, various majority disciplines we can observe, like architecture and town planning, building material, construction technology, environmental engineering, geotechnical engineering, hydraulics, water source and irrigation engineering, remote sensing, GIS, geographical conditions we can observe, and structural engineering, surveying, transportation engineering. So these are the broad field of engineering disciplines, civil engineering, because it is enjoyable and like we can each and every, for example architecture తీసుకోండి, లేకపోతే రిమోట్ సెన్సింగ్ తీసుకోండి, సర్వేయింగ్ తీసుకోండి, ఇట్స్ ఎ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ డూయింగ్ జాబ్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ అండ్ టౌన్ ప్లానింగ్, గివింగ్ ఎ బ్యూటీ ఆఫ్ బిల్డింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్. సో టు కన్స్ట్రక్ట్, ఎన్హాన్సింగ్ ద అపియరెన్స్ అండ్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఆఫ్ హెరిటేజ్. So giving main plan of architecture and proper planning and town cities, planning and layout, planning the road, separating the commercial, residential, academic and industrial areas. For example, take cities divided into different zones, like that zones are going to be, planning will be, action plan will be given by the civil department, and planning green belt and sewage disposal units, planning water. So presently these are all fields come under architecture and town planning. So this is actually separate division from the civil engineering. And building material technology. So like if you are constructing a building, what kind of material you are using depends on the material use చేస్తున్నాం, brick ఏ type యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం, tiles, soils, cement, stone, sand, steel. What are the aggregate maintenance? And if you are mixing the concrete and cement, what level aggregate you are going to be maintain, and glass, wood. So deals with the proper use of desired material economical and safely. So mechanical properties, this material shall be sufficient. The chemical properties shall be maintained good environment, because civil engineering can deal with the chemical aspects also, because material will be dealing with the chemicals. So they are going to be interact with the chemical people also, like construction technology and management. This CTM is already available separate course. So construction technology and management. So this is the big capital revenue is coming from this construction only in India. The revenue generation is construction field only. So construction field will give a large amount of employment, and construction field will give a very satisfaction job enrollment also, because it's a non-stoppable division. So construction is everywhere, deals with the planning and scheduling and execution of construction activity related to the project. Comprises a material, time and money management. Like if you are constructing a building, definitely there will be a time is there. Within time they are going to hand over. Within what type of material they are using, they have to specify. And management with the money management, what amount of money, for example you are giving 24 lakhs or in 50 lakhs, and what type of material you are using in the building. Time functions, for example 6 monthsలో ఎంతవరకు ఇస్తావు, 1 yearలో ఎంతవరకు ఇస్తావు, 2 yearsలో ఎంతవరకు వర్క్ చేస్తావు అనేది ఒక అగ్రిమెంట్ రాసుకుంటాం. సో దట్ ఈస్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ప్రాసెస్. సో emphasis will be new construction practice, use of appropriate and local technology, safety materials and utilization of marginal materials. So like these are all comes under construction management, technology management. Quality control job, the job of a construction manager is providing the quality control and within the budget, like so overview of contract, orders, materials, hiring, schedule and subcontracts. This is subject. Next division is environmental engineering. So environmental is the available nature around us. So like if you take a forest is there, or sea is there, rivers are there. So how to protect them? So the protecting, how to plan, how to protect them, how to maintain them, that will given by the civil engineering process. Environmental engineering deals with the technology save nature and human natural and abuse the pollution. So main purpose of the environmental engineering, stop pollution and give the best life to the human being. The study of involves balanced compromises between the environment and safety, deal with the techniques of the collection, purification and supply, wastewater collection, treatment and disposal, control of all type of pollutions. So like drainage water is there, how to recycle them, how to utilize for the other purpose. So that will be also designed by these environment engineers and water engineers, water management engineers, like any application which relate to the environmental will be and comes under this field. And geotechnical engineering, like foundations, pillars foundation or slab foundation, and highway pavement, highway designing, earth dams, tunnels. So all this comes under geotechnical engineering. So like hydraulic water resource and irrigation engineering. As I told, in the mechanical engineering branch, fluid mechanics and hydraulics lab is there. So lift irrigation process comes under this lab. For example, if you take in Telangana, Kaleshwaram project is a very good example for the irrigation. So irrigation engineering deals with the water management for agriculture purpose. Dams are constructed at the desired location, storage water, and where the dam should be constructed and where should be located, and ఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎక్కడ కట్టాలి, ఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్కి ఎంత కెపాసిటీ మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి, ఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఎంతవరకు నీటి సామర్థ్యాన్ని ఉంచగలము, ఈ ఎలాంటి అంశాలన్నింటినీ మనం సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ చేసిన వాళ్ళే చూడగలరు. సో సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఈజ్, దట్స్ వాట్ ఐ టోల్డ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ పబ్లిక్ రిలేషన్ జాబ్. సో మెజారిటీ పీపుల్ ఆర్ డీలింగ్ విత్ ద local people to interact with them and satisfy their level. So remote sensing and GIS. So graphical remote sensing, data graphical, National Informatics Center is there, for example. A National Informatics Center lo GIS will takes place, mapping the data. So mapping the data means, for example, if you take GIS, so traffic area, which is the most traffic area, which is the less traffic area, where the population is more occupied, where the less population occupied, where it is a geographical area, land or any other, what do you call that, water or canals are there. So these are all mapping will be done by using this GPS technology. Again, it is comes under electronics. GPS is nothing but electronics. So electronics is included with this civil also. And basic lab is available in this civil engineering is surveying. So everything to you before execution you must do survey. So surveying is activity involved in the collection of topographic features and location of the future of construction. So feasibility survey, alternative and most suitable methods are evolved. Helps environmental impact and assessment. So surveying is, so if you construct a road, if you construct a building, if you construct a dam, if you construct any other infrastructure, so must you need to do survey first. So surveying is, if you satisfy the survey, then only you go for the further step. So this is the major tools available in laboratory, surveying lab, that is total station. So by using the total stations, execution of the survey, collect topographical data, calculate analyzing data, plotting survey and create the design maps. So provision of line, grade and other layouts works. Total station itself will give the machine itself high cost machine, and it will give complete demographic picture layout by this using this total station. So total station is very much useful. Students can learn total station perfectly. So if they are aware about total station, easily they can do in real time application. And transportation engineering, like roads and railways, planning, design, harbors and airports, and maintenance of the road, national highways. So National Highway Authority is there. So all comes under this transportation engineering. So next here, roads, bridges and dams. So civil engineering main function is these roads, bridges and dams. So road construction, bridge construction and dam construction. So because nowadays there is a lot of construction is going on in Telangana, dams and bridges, like, and if you take other countries, foreign countries, 24/7 construction field is there. So everywhere construction is continuous process. So construction is always, if you are a good engineer, if you are good at designing of layout, good design of drawing, the design of mapping layout, so many companies are ready to acquire you, and many companies are, you can establish your own company. If you are good at civil engineering, you can establish your own company to make employment for other also. And infrastructure deals with like transportation, television network, energy sector, agriculture activity and construction activity. Road network, railway network, ports, harbors, air travel and airports, landline connections, mobile phone connections, television connections. For example, if we take, these are all comes under civil people will give the permission to establish a network. So that is agriculture activity, construction activity. So like if you take your roads, basic definition of road, what kind of roads you are going to giving a layout, and whether the road is objected by any other civilians, types of roads and then their functions. So road bridges, what definition of bridge and functions and classification. ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ బ్రిడ్జ్ కడుతున్నారు, వాటర్ బ్రిడ్జా లేకపోతే హెవీ బ్రిడ్జా, స్మాల్ బ్రిడ్జా, కెనాల్ బ్రిడ్జా, like any other lake bridge. So these are all bridges will come under this, and dams definition and functions and classifications. So what type of dams you are going to be designing. So students must aware about this all functions coming in the civil engineering subjects. So this is the syllabus. So syllabus is available like this. Majority of subjects is first year subjects are common subjects for everyone. Coming to second year onwards, surveying and geotechnical engineering and concrete technology and building and planning engineering, BP, building planning and drawing, so BPD, and surveying, fluid mechanics lab, advanced concrete technology and environmental engineering. These are all comes under like if you take curriculum of civil engineering mostly depends on the real time subjects, real time application subjects, like take mechanics of solids. As I told in the mechanical, same thing will appear in this civil also. So same lab also you are using, FMHM lab, and surveying lab, geotechnical lab, and concrete technology, and building planning drawing, and surveying lab, and geotechnical lab. Surveying lab is nothing but surveying, you go to the field and you go to the do the practical in the everything. For example, if you take every lab in the civil engineering, the student must go in the field. Field jobs are there. The student visit the field and they have to give the result in the field. Like environmental engineering lab. So environment, they have to take the soil and they have to test in the laboratory. By taking the samples from the different fields, they come and test in the laboratory. Or if you take the geotechnical lab, you go to the different fields and take the soil test, take the soil and they can perform. Concrete lab is there. For example, if you are mixing the concrete with other materials, what kind of materials you are using and how you are going to be performing in the real time also, you can learn from the concrete technology lab. Building planning and drawing is there. So that is subject itself give the real time implementation of your action plan. So whatever the learning you are taking in the real time, that will give the suitable for the laboratory also. Whatever the learning in the theory, they can perform in the laboratory. Advanced strength of materials lab, so fluid mechanics lab and environmental engineering lab. So same subject, whatever the subjects you are learning in the theory, the same subject will appear in the laboratories. And structural analysis, so it is a very advanced technology. Structural engineering is there. So this is very much important. And transportation engineering and concrete structures, estimation, costing, so these are all is there. So after completing the BTech and BE in civil engineering, higher education you can go for MTech and MS like IITs and NISTs. Like in different fields, like specialization is structural engineering, there is water resource engineering is there, like remote sensing is there, hydraulic and water resources, specific areas they can go and they can learn something in advance. So it is mostly structural engineering and environmental engineering and remote sensing is the research areas are going to be taking place of, and geotechnical engineering also, and transportation engineering also. If you go to the foreign field, transportation is the major concern. So in the transportation field there is a lot of research is there. So like IT and MBA people also, they can, the civil students can opt go for the MBA and IT fields also. Like computer science also, they can MTech computer science also eligible some institutions, those who did civil engineering, like based on their interest. Facilities also available doing master courses on part of time basis. Working people for BTech degree enhance the knowledge and qualification. Those are because many students, diploma students are there. For example, diploma civil engineering students, majority people are joining with the surveyors. They are busy with their job holes. They are unable to do programs or PG programs. They can go part-time jobs. Part-time education is also available for them. So the student, those who are available in the civil engineering, studying in the BTech from the third year on itself, they are must be go on the real-time projects. They have to associate with some construction company, and they go to the visits, real-time building construction process. They have to learn something what the people are doing there and what their technology they are adapting there. So then only they can learn some new projects. Then they have to, the student must need to submit a real-time projects to the every semester. So they have to go to the separate different places. The student, those who are opting for civil engineering, what skills required? So with interest in design and construction sector, one should have strong hold in subject with the communication skills. So if your knowledge is not only enough, so the sharing with the people and knowledge sharing is communication is very much important to grow in higher in career, teamwork and spirit of management. Today, the requirement of the infrastructure field is such that so companies are ready to pay huge packages on par with software engineers for good civil engineers. Government is also every year is giving notification for civil engineering, assistant civil engineering, and civil engineering have opportunity in government and private sector organizations. The state government organization departments, roads, buildings, irrigation, panchayat raj, rural water supply, pollution control board and research laboratories. So all fields are available in opportunities. Central government like railways, CPWD, national highways, RITS, National Disaster Management and board, and all the central undertaking recruit agencies like APPSC is giving every year. UPSC also the people can go for the civil servant aspirants, and Lanco, Soma, Patel Engineering, and DLF is the major company. So these are all companies are recruiting a lot. So students, those who are having joining in this civil engineering, they have to be very strong enough knowledge on the subject, and they have to be real performance in the laboratories, as well as they must interact with outside people. They have to contact with the various industry people, various companies people. They need to visit every semester, and they have to be gain the knowledge. They have to be submit the project proposal for getting from those, because getting knowledge is not enough. The communication link with the industry people, construction people is very much. Those who are senior engineers, under senior engineers, if you join as a junior engineer, you can learn more compare with the classwork. So like student must go in practical mode as internship, and they have to learn very large. So salary will be stating from the for example, basic salary for diploma models, so 15,000 and 25,000 per month. So based on your experience, you will get lakhs of rupees also. So experience is the matter in civil engineering. Those that have experienced person, they will get lot of opportunities. If you are excel in this civil engineering, you will not have any problem. So you will settle life very easily. My advice is those who are having in civil engineering student, they have to be learn new concepts, and very different types of portals are available like Swayam, MOOCs, and NPTEL is there. AICT is giving free courses in this. So you can, our Telangana government is also giving a task programming, task department is there. From that also you can learn lot of skills. So learning skills will give more fetching for this core branch. So with this, so the student, those are opting civil engineering, kindly concentrate on the core subject and learn new things from the society, and attempt to various conferences and various activities to do, and try to get knowledge from the industry oriented. Thank you very much.